Howdy, hey y'all. Welcome to Operation Valkyrie Phase 1, Song 4, Conspirators. At this point in the concept album, Colonel von Stauffenberg has convalesced fully and is now found himself in the company of other men who feels the way as he does, in that the war is too costly for Germany and they would like to end it quickly. And so he's been tasked personally by Adolf Hitler to come up with a plan that will allow the local police and local army that are in occupied lands to control the land should any of the SS or the hierarchy or the higher hierarchy of German officers in occupied land become incapacitated or deadened somehow. And he's a brilliant strategist, and he comes up with this plan, and the people with whom he is conspiring, they realize that it'll work anywhere. It will even work in Germany. So that's their in. They just need to find somebody who they can either convince or is already willing to pull the trigger on Hitler. So I've got everything set up as before, my ancient gear, my guitar and my ancient gear. And let's get into this. Let's get into this already and see what Conspirators sounds like, and see how much of it I need to hear before I can stop it and say, okay. Oh, right. feels like that part went pretty quickly. So the main riff, this is the tune, drop D. I say drop D, as is in the other cases. As in for the rest of the songs, this guitar is tuned 1/2 step down because that's my vocal range. That's my vocal range. And it's easier for me to just tune 1 step, half step down and try to figure out all this shit in the in standard and then move everything. I'll just tune 1/2 step down. This is tuned to open D. Not an open D, excuse me, a drop D. Open D is something else. Right. Alright. So the opening riff is doubled. I remember sitting in a van figuring this out as the desert was going by. It was pretty cool. If you haven't taken a road trip across the United States and you find yourself with the ability, the availability, and the means, you should do it. There's a lot of stuff out there in America that would be pretty cool to see before we can't travel at all. Now, it doesn't sound very well on the acoustic. Or it's just my fingers. It's probably just my fingers. I thought that was important. I thought it was important to go down in that set instead of back up like the rest of it. And I don't know why. I don't know much about song composition, but I know that felt right. And it provides a nice, clean closing to that riff. Right? And then the verse is just that. This is just, I'm adding one note to the D chord. I don't know what that's called, and I'm not going to look it up this time. So there. But I know when I'm playing the other guitar, I play the whole D sharp relative. I play the whole D sharp in that. And that's it for the first part of the song. The high bit and the low bit, and that's it. Now the regular, this gets doubled up here, and I don't want to try to figure it out in front of you because it's embarrassing to forget my own riff, but that's what I did. That's what I do with that part instead of over here, since I'm playing it lower, it's that one goes up through no fault of my own. And I don't know if it hits the same when you're hearing this by itself, but when you're both together, when they're both together, it's pretty good. I like it. I like how it works out. Now the end of the song, after I come to a quiet point after the guitar solo, which I skipped over because Not very good at figuring those out. I will eventually figure it out, but you don't need to sit through all that. That's going to be painful enough for just me. I don't need to put anybody else through it. The last part is this well, that went a lot smoother than I thought it would, and it sounded a lot better. And because it's drop D, I did the same business. I don't remember if I actually, because it's the correct note. It's probably, I probably did this because I like even I like it when it's like that, even if it's a little bit out of tune. But yeah, that is Conspirators. So I can probably stop this. As always, the full free version of the demo song will be in the video description below. Feel free to check it out. Like it, don't like it, you do you. I'm going to continue to do me because I'm Tom, and I'm still your host. I'll continue to do so for as long as I have this day available to myself. Alright. Thanks for watching, and see you sometime. There's a postscript that I forgot to add to this video. If you're listening to the demo linked below, or if you can hear it in your YouTubes, the beat during the verse, that was written before I figured out time signatures. So so this maybe it's I don't know if it's I don't remember what the time signature was. I'll figure it out as I'm tabbing it when I do that after this. But it's not a straight 4/4, and I did a straight 4/4, and it doesn't exactly mesh up like it's supposed to. So if you know something about music and about music theory, good for you, use that shit. If you don't, maybe you learn a little bit, just enough to know how to make one part of your music work with a different part of your music, so it doesn't sound like clashing gears. And you know, I have since then learned some stuff about that, and it's actually come in very helpful, very handy, and it helps provide variety to your sound. So small postscript just for that.